anywhere you are watching from or seeing from or joining from. My special greetings to you. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to your location. I greet you, well, well. Um, you go see the quest for what would that whereabout. So many people want to know. So many people are interested. Go to Twitter. Everywhere is like a burial ground. Even the Nigerian news, like burial ground. They don't have news just because they did not hear from Simon Ekpa. Because they don't know Simon Ekpa's whereabouts. I'm even surprised that even at this point, they did not come out to tell you that the Nigeria have carried him just as they as they will always say. They are good in propaganda. They are very, very good in propaganda. That is them Nigeria for you. That is what they are good at. Propaganda. Propaganda. They say is sit at home is now enforced as they call them, or they say na force. It depends wetin they talk, it depends as they call them. They important. But the important thing is that we are moving and we are not stopping. That is just the most important thing, that we are moving and we are not stopping. No matter how it happens, no matter how it comes, we don't pass the level of going and looking back. We no longer there for that era. Where would they go? They look back. Now we are in the era where we know say now forward, 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 and now we they go. So I greet you if you are just joining us, though we are just beginning. So if you are joining us right now, I greet you in the name of Chukwokike. God bless you as you are joining me. You will hear about our Prime Minister Master Simon Ekpa's whereabouts. I will tell you where he is. I will tell you what happened. I will give you the situation report. Anything you want to hear. I'm here to give it to you this wonderful afternoon. Like I said before, we are all welcome to this wonderful program once again and again. We must know that the Finland Convention is no longer a thing of months or years. It's just 10 of days. We are now counting days. How many days countdown do we have? How many days more do we have? So you must understand that this thing we would talk before, it be like it day like 1 million days ahead. Today, it day here for our face. Today, as we the talk, it day here now, kuro kuro, for our face. See me, see you, see the Biafra we are talking about. You dey get the message. See me, see you, see the thing we will talk about. So if you are coming in, I greet you. I see you, Don Clean. I greet you. Odupis in there. Odupis, you go try join us for you go try connect to Facebook. Sorry, you go try connect my YouTube so that, because I found out that you are only coming, you only join whenever we come live on Facebook. Facebook will have this their way of restricting us. Even this one, I don't like coming live again because they're blocking. So me, I dey try to avoid them. So you go try connect to YouTube as well. So whenever we are live on YouTube, you will know. I greet you, Odupis. I greet you, Don Clean. Obieze, Ndewo, okay, Ototoma from your greeting, from your end. Kita is a from my own greetings. Ndewo, Amuche. Is it my own Amuche? Udo, 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 is it you? Udo, Udo, Amuche, Amuche, you did too much. Friday, Peters, I greet you. Sunday, Sunny, I greet you, Sunny. Obinna bros and they will. We must continue. The favor you would do me this afternoon is to like the video anywhere you are watching from. Like, and if you can share. If you can share, or if you can like, you like. We don't get too much time to waste. We don't go waste too much time. We don't go spend too much time. Um, we will go direct to the point. But before we go there, I want us, we will hear some breaking news, and there's some things that are happening in the situation report of the country called Nigeria. What is happening with them? How are they going? What is going on? What will be their problem? We go here. We go listen. So it go good. Make we just listen. Make we just listen to them before we continue with what we're doing. Let's just go on and listen to Nigeria. Let's start with this news. Let's start with this.
It is whatever it is you generate that you actually gain from the FAC allocation. And others are now saying, is this how regionalization or regionalism system of government is going to work? If we're having some states not being economically viable, not contributing, in the federal quota in terms of the federal treasury, and they're getting monies from or reliant, all right, financially and economically on other states, and then you actually want equal representation, equal allowances from the federal government purse. So how would development be equal across board? If insecurity is bedeviling some of the regions and the federal allocation that is meant to come, which has to do with improving education, healthcare, public infrastructure, and other viable sectors of that particular region is being diverted to curtailing insecurity, then what happens to other viable sectors that keeps that particular region reproductive and productive? It means that those other sectors will definitely die off, because most of the concentration and financial distribution is going basically to one sector, and which is insecurity. All right. So the question now is, what are the state governors going to do about this? When would the federal government come together and have a conversation, specifically ministers that represent the constituencies in the House of Reps and in the National Assembly? When would the conversation be had about it as to these regions that are being plagued by insecurity, which of course has caused famine? When persons, some of these farmers can no longer go to their farms, obviously food becomes quite expensive. Investors cannot come along that area because of course insecurity is what is plaguing the region. So there is no economic viability in terms of investment opportunities. The young population that are meant to grow the economy there cannot work. They're basically hiding at home or literally migrating to other states where they can have freedom to take care of their families. So you will have more women giving birth to children who will not have an economic viable, productive society just because of the insecurity. And then the sectors that are meant to grow are not growing. So the question is, when will the conversation be had as to how this can be easily or quickly addressed? Who are the actors responsible in government for the insecurity in some certain regions? And it seems targeted. Why does this feel like the federal government does not really want to have this intricate conversation in dealing with insecurity as fast as possible? If the federal government, especially under the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, intends to grow the economy and fight hunger and starvation as he promised in the recent G20 summit with other African leaders in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, how will that actually take place when you have most of your resources being financed to tackle insecurity in certain regions? And then, of course, the aspect of having to ameliorate the hunger and poverty is not being worked on. What exactly exactly are you going to achieve in that regard? Now, speaking of the Southeast, it's quite unfortunate that the Southeast has become an area where one can no longer decide to, on their own, say, I want to go home. This is November. Normally in December, you have quite a lot of Southeasterners who are across every state of the Federation decide to visit home. They go spend the money that they have been able to save for the year. Some of them even come from those in diaspora, come back home. But the insecurity in the Southeast now is scary. There are a lot of persons no longer return home. And those that do don't even waste time to stay 2 or 3 days. So you now have the vital sectors in that region being moribund. And the question is, what is being done about it? What is the state governor doing about it? What are the elders in that region? What are the representatives in the House of Reps and the National Assembly doing about it? When will they come together and take a decisive action to curb this as soon as possible? Just yesterday, 5 persons were killed by unknown gunmen in that region. Now, that was not the only thing. I'm sure you saw the videos on social media. It was very gory. They burnt their vehicles. The question that has been asked is, who are the actors, financing these individuals? We know that they've gotten into armed robbery and taken people's properties without consultation or anything. That is how they've been able to get some utilities. Who is providing the armaments? That is who's providing the guns and whatever that they're using to attack the communities. If you're enforcing a sit at home, can't you do it without bloodshed? That's basically the question. What exactly is your problem? If you say you want your region to develop, you say you are complaining as to the fact that you're clamoring for somebody's release, but in the process, you're stifling, strangulating your economy. You've made that state completely deserted. Banks cannot even come in there. Independent investors who feel that, okay, let's come into this region that seems to be quite industrious, cannot come in there. Education is actually not holding sway, because you cannot literally say that on Monday, some of these teachers cannot come to school, and even those that manage to come for the rest of the week literally try to get out during the weekend, possibly on Friday or Saturday. They'll travel out of the state. So how do you intend to have enlightened, productive young persons come out of the Southeast if you continue to stifle the sector there? So the question is, are we saying that with all the presence, the military presence at all the checkpoints, there is no proper intelligence as to who these unknown gunmen are, where they are situated, where they have stayed on, and then continue to exert mayhem? And the worst part of this whole situation is that when the military decides to, comb the forest or comb the area, they will just take innocent persons from their homes, put them in a vehicle, and literally we don't get to hear anything about them. So the clamor has begun. Basically, on most media houses, most forums, conversations are being held. What is being done? Nigerians in diaspora as well are getting bothered and worried. Regardless of wherever you go to, wherever it is you find yourself, at the end of the day, you want to come back home. How do you find your way home when you don't feel safe in your home? What is your clarion call? Right? In as much as you're asking for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, in the process, why make your economy moribund? These are logical questions. Maybe some persons may not like the angle I'm coming from, but I think this conversation needs to be logically looked into. Now, if we also want to look at the responsibility of the state government across other sectors of the Nigerian economy, the 36 states of the Federation, if you want to look at the viability of those states based on their contribution to the fact that is to the federal allocation, their internally generated revenue, there are very few states that are thriving in that regard. Very few states. So when you have other regions depending on those states to stay afloat, obviously other internal projects that the states want to execute, they may not be able to execute it. And then you now have some ministers representing this government who are not communicating properly, who are not literally being transparent and accountability to, and being accountable to the people. And so you now have endemic corruption in every sector because of what is going on. What is the federal government going to do about it? How does President Bola Ahmed Tinubu intend to curb hunger and starvation if all of these issues are on? How long? What are the kind of conversations that the state governors have when they converge at their governors forum? How are they dealing with these issues? What are the measures they've decided to implement? All right. In the areas, specifically in the regions experiencing insecurity, what are the governors in those regions doing about it collectively to ensure that that is curbed and economically make their regions and states viable? So if we intend to go to a regional system of government, is this the way we're going to go with it? Is this how the region will develop themselves? Is this how the region will feed themselves? Is this how the region will try to become industrious? Is this how public infrastructure will happen in those areas? Is this how you would attract international investment in those regions? So again, welcome to Matters. You can actually subscribe to our YouTube channel. Is at
All right. You listen to her. You listen to her very, very well, right? And I believe you heard everything she said very well as well. Now, I want you to understand something. Hold on. I'm trying to fix the video good anyway. Now, insecurity, security in, infrastructure, development, investors. No, Nigeria have subjected you to, I don't know, make I not just use some words. Make I be polite and be civil. The situation where you see Nigeria today, after all these years, centuries, decades, just a moment, I'm coming. Sorry about that. Okay. Um so now, like I was saying, after all these years, we have not seen a single development or infrastructure, as you call it, from Biafra land till now that we are here. Till now that we, me and you, are here. No presence of anything, no industry. The only refinery that were built in Biafra soil, because the oil came from Biafra soil, they frustrated it and made sure that that refinery becomes, I don't know, they just destroyed everything that refinery would have given to you. You get the message? Everything. Everything. So, what infrastructure really are they talking about? What is this infrastructure that this lady is telling you about? Is this how you're going to manage your own resources? Is that how you're going to do this? No. Now, I won't make everybody open eye, open ear, put your ear for ground, make you hear me small. When they are telling you you are forcing insecurity is forced to this, that. Who is forcing insecurity? She now told us here with her own mouth. In fact, I have the video. Hold on. I have a video that proves what she said. Let me look for the video. Because sometimes it's good if you they do something, you go to share.
Ekenebizi Omokpara, my South local government area of Abia State is now a shadow of itself. A once busy road has been converted to a dead zone. And of course, this is connected to the crisis that happened here between the military and the unknown gunmen. Reports say 3 soldiers were gunned down. And the reason for the lockdown of all their shops is also connected to this crisis. For residents of this community, it is either the state government comes to their rescue or they remain in this situation for a longer time. The roads are blocked, houses are abandoned, residents of the community are fleeing. Shops are under lock and key as business activities are brought to a halt. Travelers are turned back by the military. Others who tried following the bush path couldn't find a way out. They are left stranded without an explanation.
I felt bad. Shadow sweat. Yes, the block everywhere. Some people don't travel if they don't have injury. Some don't die. Some die inside swamp and rivers.
The community is on run. Army is chasing everybody. Anybody they see, they would took him, put him inside the pillars and take him away. Do you understand? So the community now is afraid. As you can see, everywhere is dried. All the community is hiding.
At least this is my first idea to see this thing. I just went to Abia Tower, getting my way to Obo. The whole place is dry, blocked. Nobody, army blocked everywhere. Even though they direct me through bush, I went there, I couldn't find any way. Then I came back, I'm getting to Ababak.
They say it's soldiers that block the road. And we are going to Obo. There is no road to cross. We have barrier tomorrow. There is no way to cross.
They are calling on government to intervene.
Upper State, Insecurity, who are seen over bed, try to come up with this matter. Beg, we are begging you.
Thank you.
Maybe you do Maybe you do That everywhere, but I beg.
The government should come and know.
Sorry about that. Sorry, my dear. So from the audio, you see people saying the road is blocked. They wanted to hold barrier. They are coming home. They could not go. In the nutshell, the person responsible for no passage, no free passage, no road, no nothing, no way, everywhere blocked. The people responsible for the blockade are army. You heard it from them. I can rewind it a bit. You hear who are responsible for this blockade? Nigeria Army. Now, Nigeria Army is blocking the road. You are calling Biafra Army. Nigeria Army is chasing people. You also heard from this particular video. Why I'm saying this is because of what this lady is saying here. And she herself confirmed it, that whenever some unknown gunmen, according to her, but we know that these people they call some unknown gunmen have told you they are Biafran soldiers, unless there are some criminals, because she made mention of the people that go to rob, people that go to rob, people that do robbery and kidnapping and the stealing car, snatching car. They are not Biafran army. Those ones are different. Now, coming to the people attacking the army, you have heard the Biafran soldiers, army, tell you they are responsible. Why do you go to the villages and communities to arrest innocent people? Today, it's no longer going to arrest them because the people have run away into bush. What the army did now is to mount blockade, run the communities. If you go inside bush, you finish, come out and I make you see you. Both women, children, old, young, girls, boys. You heard the man also in that video, in this video, you heard the man tell you that some has been drawn, some are trapped in the mud, some are in the forest, some are wounded, Some are pied because army they pursued them. Why is the Nigerian army or police or CSS or FSS or whatever they call, Navy, Air Force, all of them, why are they pursuing the people? Because some unknown gunmen attacked them. You leave the people that attacked you, you went and they start fighting against innocent people. Are you getting the message? Innocent citizens are now paying the price of what they don't know. Talking about the people that want to travel for Christmas, I want us to understand that the insecurity we are talking about today is being instituted by Nigerian security forces because they are the ones that when they see a young man, they go grab him, come out, put him for moto, disappear. That is why nobody is safe. Yeah. That is why today nobody is safe. Or the clear. So today, when you hear them telling you insecurity, that one, the other one insecurity, the other one is, I want us to understand what and where they are coming and where they are going. But the truth is that they will not be able, they have not been able, they are not going to stop what we are doing. Like it or leave it. Like it or leave it. You don't get me? Now, quickly, I want us to just yesterday, or should we let's just listen to her a little bit more. Let's just listen a little bit more. Yeah. Hold on. No verse for me. I go there, put another thing. Sorry.
Area of Ebonyi State. The chairperson of the Evo Council area, Emmanuel Aja, condemned the killing and vowed to unmask the perpetrators. Meanwhile, there is a squabble between Nnamdi Kanu's legal team and the State Security Service, who appear to have ended last Monday after the secret police allowed the lawyers access to Mr. Kanu. Mr. Kanu, we do know, is facing terrorism charges at the Federal High Court in Abuja, and obviously is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, who has been in detention since 2021 under controversial circumstances. While his legal team has repeatedly accused the SSS of denying them access to Mr. Kanu, well, the team was allowed eventually access to Mr. Kanu after the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, and a member of the House of Representatives from Abia State, Obi Agwocha, visited Mr. Kanu at the SSS facility over the matter on the 24th of October. Well, Mr. Kanu's special counsel, Aloy Ejimako, during a television program days after the visit, said Messrs. Abbas and Agwocha had resolved the issue of access denial through a political compromise. All right. Now, with this particular situation, I remember Mr. Agwocha via television interview telling us specifically that the political conversation that is being had for enabling the release of Nnamdi Kanu is already ongoing, as well as the governor of Abia State telling us as well that the political impasse, resolve to ensuring the release of Nnamdi Kanu is already underway. But the big question is, Aloy Ejimako on several occasions have attributed the fact that most times Nnamdi Kanu's case is coming up we now hear of this kind of violent activities taking place in that particular region. We begin to hear volatility, killings, and all whatnot, which could stall the process. He had actually stated that there are some elements, unidentified elements, who deliberately do not want this process to commence. He believes that there is a conspiracy somewhere, or there are conspirators somewhere who are sitting and ensuring that once they bedevil and make the Southeast quite ungovernable and uncontrollable, that the process to which there could be a political resolution to release him may actually be stalled, because they feel that the polity has gotten so heated up, and maybe if he's released, the escalation in violent activities in the Southeast would continue. But then a couple of critics say, no, we don't believe in that. We also want a situation where if he is released, and then give it a trial and see if obviously the volatility in that region will reduce and if peace may return to the area. Others feel that there is something more behind this whole thing, because apparently these supposed these groups of notorious individuals perpetrating mayhem in the Southeast have now gotten so confident and brazen that you cannot identify which of those groups are responsible, either because they've been allowed to roam freely, the government or the state governor has not been able to quell the mayhem, the state governors have not been able to quell the mayhem. So these young persons who seem not to have anything viable to do decide to join those groups and perpetrate mayhem and chaos. That there is a possibility that there may be more than one or two or three of these groups who are using the whole umbrella of Biafra, the agitation for Biafra, to exhibit an agenda that is detrimental to the persons of the Southeast.
Sorry. For you to know, Rochas Okorosha yesterday or 2 days ago at the whatever of FIFA Yoba made a call, a clarion call for the release
You
of.
see a switch. So when we tell you to light the
Then
candles,
my own is this quest for Nnamdi Kanu release, is it sincere or is it a propaganda? Because anybody can pick up microphone and the demand for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. You know that anybody can pick up microphone. What have you done? Even quickly, let's just listen to him. Sorry. Okay, listen to him.
please just touch the switch and the candle will come on, because we have a candle memorial in another 10 or 15 minutes. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite the former governor of our Imo State, the one we call the Owele, Senator Rochas Okorocha, for his tribute.
Thank you. Okay. As we round up this night of tribute, let it be known to all men that life is an inexplicable pattern of mystery, where no man,
where he dey, where he dey, we no hear him, we no see him. They are all the people that say they don't want Biafra to come. Yet today they want Simon Ekpa to come out. Which you want him to come out and do for you? Why do you want him out? Why do you want Simon Ekpa? If they tweet, retweet his tweet. You don't want to retweet it. Why do you want to see his tweets? Very simple thing. Why do you want to see his tweet? He did not tweet for 24 hours. See everywhere for fire. See them for fire. Call them they call phone. My phone don't catch fire. My phone now says if they ring, you no go see the screen, the dark knife, the ring, because of too much call. Why are you calling me? Simon Ekpa made it clearly clear. Support me. Financially support me. Simon Ekpa is looking for fund. He is busy looking for owo, ego, equity to finance Biafra coming. So if you want to see him every minute, even if you want him to stay in the media, sit down as they sit down now, they do broadcast 247 non-stop. Give her money. Bring your money out. Give her money. Make it take bring Biafra. Support Biafra. Support this government. Even his tweet, retweet that. But you are enjoying the ride. You are waiting for the Biafra to come. You will come to enjoy them while other people are suffering for you. It is say those people where they do this donation for Biafra to come are stupid. It is say they be mumu. You think they have you think they are plucking their money from the tree? Or you think they have a river where they will go and fetch water, it will turn to money? Or they have sand to where they pack it to? No. They get their money the same way you get your money. You have your money, support Simon, the same Simon Ekpa, support him. You don't want to support him. Simon Ekpa needs financial support. Oh. He is busy seeking for funds. He don't have rest from one country to the other, from one meeting to the other, to see Biafra come through. And some people will just sit down and they wait for him to tweet. You read, you make fun of the ones you will make fun of. You like the one you will like. You share among your friends, but to retweet it, you will not retweet it. All of us, we want Biafra. What are you doing for this Biafra to come? Are you among those that are waiting for Biafra to come? Then you join, you come inside. Or are you among those that are working for this Biafra to come? Where you dey? Which one you dey? For which boat you dey inside? Now, make I tell you, if you have not been supporting this Biafra, if you have not been part of this Biafra movement, being part is not just I'm a Biafra, no. I see some unknown or some non-entity, some non-entities, they say they go frustrate the coming of Biafra. Make I tell you something. Nobody go fit frustrate the coming of Biafra. The coming of Biafra has gone through frustrations that it should go through before now. It has gone through every frustration it should go through before now. Every form of frustration Biafra government have seen, every form of frustration Biafra government have passed through. Today, Biafra government need your financial support. Come and support Biafra government. All the Biafra government need from you is ego. Ego, ego. Only ego, only kudi, only owo, only kaba, kala. If you want Simon Ekpa to stay here with you, do everything with you, talk with you, play with you, laugh with you, the only thing he needs is money. Money and money. See, either you join the people questing for Biafra to come, or you join the people that are questioning that Biafra will not come. If you believe in Biafra, you love Simon Ekpa, you love what he's doing, support him financially. That be the only thing where you go do. His whereabout is not important now. The important thing is that he is working very hard to give you this Biafra. If you see him, it will not do anything. It will not give you anything. The only thing that matters now is finance. Support Simon Ekpa financially. Period. Support him financially. Finish. If you support him financially, every other thing is settled. It's not about seeing him do tweet morning and night. It's not about seeing him talk and make you laugh and make you happy. He speak, you do, you don't go. You don't want to support him. Is this not the same thing people do to Nnamdi Kanu? When Nnamdi Kanu talk, onye ndu, onye nwe, hey, Chineke, hey, nwa Chineke. Today, all of them that we are busy calling him Wachineke, I would stay with you, I would die with you. Where are they today? Are they not the same people that have abandoned him? Are they not the same people? The truth remains that those people that don't want to be afraid to come, begin to plan of a place you are going to. Begin the plan to, like Nnamdi Kanu said, get your what is that place? Somalia visa. Go and get it ready. Because as for living, you are going to live. Because Biafra, is Biafra coming? Yes, Biafra is here already. So the truth is that Simon Ekpa needs finance. The same thing Nnamdi Kanu was busy doing, going about, they were calling him Onyoshi. They were calling him criminal. It's the same thing Simon Ekpa is doing today. Support this movement. It's not longer a movement. Support this restoration of Biafra now. In less than 2 weeks, we'll be in Finland to declare Biafra. Some people say, let us wait. He said he will bring Biafra on the 2nd of December. He never told you that. He never said that. After declaration, he said, after declaration, fight to defend the thing where you don't declare go begin. How you want fight and without ego? How you want fight and without owo, without kudi, without kala? How you want fight and without sword, ego? How? The people that talk say ego na roko with obara. The people that talk say money makes the world go round. You want freedom, you have to put something. Freedom is true, is freedom, but it is not free. People are busy paying with their lives. People are paying with their properties. People are paying with their freedom. This freedom we are looking for. So many people have lost their freedom long ago. They are not free to do what they are supposed to be doing. They are not free to have good time with their families again. They have been separated with their family. They have been separated with their friends. They have become enemies with one another. The family members of their own are now their own enemies. Their best friends have turned against them because they want Biafra to come. Just the same thing as Simon Ekpa. He has denied everything. He first of all, he tore his Nigerian passport before everybody. He cut him into pieces. As that one no do, his gold medal. Do you know what Olympic gold medal meant? Olympic gold medal that people will go to every land to get. He carry and give Nigeria back, say he no want, simply because he won't Biafra. As that one no day, somebody that was supposed to be being a senator in Finland now is he carry all of them, dump them for ground, it won't be afraid to come. You are not satisfied. How you want make it do again? His political career, you don't drop him, you don't trash him because he won't be afraid to come. Yet, some fools are sitting there seeing it as a joke, seeing it as opportunity to make news in the social media, blog someone a criminal, someone Oyoshi, he thief your mama money, he thief your papa money, wetin him thief from you? Simon a terrorist. You watch the video, if you watch from beginning, you will understand what I'm saying. The people in the homeland did not tell you that the people that are fighting them or blocking them or frustrating them or buying them as is Simon. They said that Nigeria army blocked them, arrest them. The whole community running away because of Nigeria police and military. How many people, how many communities have you heard that the Biafra government went and invade and the sack from their communities? And I got insecurity. And I go see insecurity. Why insecurity? Who is the cause of the insecurity? Why the insecurity? The only thing you go do, is go and find a way supporting financially. The battle has been won. It's only financial support that is needed. Actualize it. Owen Palace, longest time. How you there? Wari sister, hey, Wari sister, I greet you. So, like I said, not too much preaching again. I not supposed to come this line, but because of the calls, people with the call, even people where I don't know, they call me. Call. Simon, where is Simon? Yeah, nothing must happen to him. Oh, one woman call. He dey cry. Yeah, man, nothing happen to him. Oh, he don't dey cry. What do you dey cry for? Yeah, who tell you say something happened to him? Who tell you say something? Yeah. I got my phone for a year because I don't get time to listen to that rubbish. If you call that woman now, you don't. He call from America. If you call her now, ask her how many times you don't support Simon financially. Maybe you never even support the one, but you want Biafra. All of us want Biafra, but we don't want to do anything. We want to sit down and balance and wait. When Biafra come, we carry our bag and go home. On my wedding day, I will carry my bag and go Biafra land. I am going home. That is all we want. We don't want to do anything. We are going to be waiting by the side and watch others do the work. Then we come and work. That is what we want to do. If all of us will join hands, share this video for me, or at least like this video. If you're watching from Facebook, share the video. If you're watching me from YouTube, like this video. You Twitter, retweet this video. It's important. We must all join hands to bring this freedom to come. And it's now. It's now. We must join hands to bring this freedom to come, and is now or is never. They say freedom is now or never. You got to get it or you lose it forever. It's now or never. We must fight to get ourselves free from Nigeria. If you look at what is happening in Nigeria today, the thing went off. Oh, I am still live. Why the thing cut now? Even I know the tweet again. Hey, I don't even know say the thing don't cut come out from Twitter. Now wow. Got come out from Twitter. Maybe I got come out from Facebook as well. Anyway, all the same, all the same. So I want make we all wake up. We must all wake up to the reality. Let us all stand up and defend our land. Make we stand up and defend our land. That thing that is so dear to us, let us bring it to reality. Join hands, support Biafra now. I don't talk finish. That's the only thing. By the grace of God, this evening we'll come live, and I will try to make the program interactive so that many people will come, because this is the kind of time people will come to ask some questions and they say some things. Maybe we have to listen. We have to make it interactive so many people will talk this evening as we wait. So I say thank you all so much for being part of this program. Thank you. Okay, so we go see later. Una bye for now.